Whoa, what's good with the YouTube and YouTube busters? Your boy Triple Cup Chuck and I'm up. Welcome to Up with a Cup in the Morning with Chuck. Man, yeah, we up, getting ready to do this here, going live. You know what I'm saying? Got our cup going. Hey, they got twin hurricanes coming through. They tropical storms at the moment that's headed in our direction. It's supposed to be landing right smack dead toward Louisiana. That's like my home stomping ground. And we gonna kind of go and keep some footage going. I'm probably gonna play some footage with the hurricane stuff going on, and while I'm playing the actual hurricane footage and see what it's doing, we're gonna be talking and discussing other things, and I'm actually kind of swap back and forth from there to different subjects, like for example the Suicide Squad, right? Hold up. Matter of fact, I need to get this here set up first. That way, when I when I share it, it won't be taking so long. Are you seeing something and then trying to then I be talking and trying to you know keep. I gotta actually have it look like I'm know what I'm doing. Here we go right here. The three. And matter of fact, since I'm saying it, let me just pull one of the what you call up as right. I'm going to have to like this ad stuff and all this other stuff go and gonna show y'all like what's going on. This should be like real time of what's going on with the not showing the hurricane showing things going on with the tropical storm. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, now I'm gonna share my screen. You know what I'm saying? Anybody came in. Let me get this just getting this together for everybody to see. You see. Okay, we ain't gonna need the sound. Okay, that's actually like with the real footage going on right now. And I'm gonna check and see on my behalf, make sure that everything is where it's supposed to be and doing what it's supposed to be doing. So when I go look and see, yeah, I'm about to go look. Okay, yeah, that's it right there. So we good. We good for right now. But yeah, we just coming in, bringing in another video. We're gonna try to keep going on what they actually got going on, and like right now with today. And I want to talk. I want to bring on some DC fandom as well too, because I've been hearing about like they've been showing a lot of stuff on their like the new Suicide Squad and all that stuff there. So I didn't never get a chance to watch none of that footage. So I'm gonna do like my live reaction with that, as well as talk about the storm and stuff like that. What's going on with it's supposed to be hitting. See right there where I'm at, it's gonna actually we gonna catch the right side of the hurricane. They say the right side is the stronger side. See, I'm like right north of New Orleans. And well, we're gonna come back to this here. But for right now, we just trying to keep up what's going on with the hurricane and the situation with that. So as we watching it and keeping up with the hurricane situation, that's fine. Some entertaining stuff to watch. Bam. No, this ain't it. Is it it? Well, we gonna come back in there. Okay, this about the Suicide Squad. Justice League. Oh yeah, reaction trailer. Oh, what that was. A Brainiac. Yeah. Okay. Superman. They said Suicide Squad, but this. Mm, okay. Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang. Okay, I like the character designs. It's his own uniqueness, but it's actually still look good. Mm, yeah, Goku enemies, King Shark. Okay, I mean, this kind of give me. I know this is cinematic trailer. They ain't showing no gameplay. What you gonna actually look like playing the game? What's the mechanics like? This kind of remind me of Sunset Overdrive on the cool. Something I read. It just give you that same feel. If you ever play Sunset Overdrive, oh shit, Superman on here. Superman, the Man of Steel. Oh, okay. I gotta get to it. Okay, okay. Yeah, Suicide Squad. I'm with that. I'm with that. I'm with that. That's good. That's good. That's enough of that. Nah, nah, nah. The Suicide Squad. Okay, let's find some more stuff. Let's find some. I don't never go to trending type stuff and see what they have going on. Like, okay, the Zack Snyder Justice League. Hmm, actually worth watch. And I seen the last episode of Agents of Shield. You know, the season finale, and they let the way they were saying like this is gonna be their final mission together. They, I don't know. It was an okay send off from certain people, and it was, I don't know. I might do a review on it, but it ain't. It wasn't one of the greatest moments, but at the same time, they kind of gave it justice to a degree. They gave it justice. You know what I'm saying? Was good with it. This is the HBO Max. Now it's DC. Okay, Wonder Woman. Oh, okay, HBO Max. Come on, the Zack Snyder cut. Okay, Superman Ezra Miller. Rihanna. Oh, okay, but she's still supposed to be with Iris. Lois Lane. I guess. Okay, I don't remember that. Okay, Nate Sean stepping up and he getting armored up. That making more sense. Well, either or, I like both versions of it personally. Flash Speed Force, and they fixed his mouth. Oh, okay, now his running makes sense. 'Cause at first that shit looked stupid. I'm glad they did so. I'm glad they the Snyder cut. I'm glad they did so. On HBO Max. I'm fucking okay. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. I gotta get to the Zack Snyder cut. Certain things that I did or what I like when they showed was let me stop there for a second. One thing I did like about with the Zack Snyder cut that they were showing like when Ezra Miller was running, I thought it was so stupid how they showed the Flash running. He go, and his hands moving like this here while he trying to run. I was like, that looks stupid, right? But the way they showing him now, like they breaking it, like when he hitting, they showing the lightning flash and how what it's doing to the ground. And so okay, now that could kind of give a reason, and probably the other person they know that's was Zack Snyder vision of when that Flash was running, and they just trying to they just probably just kind of added in there, just threw it in there or whatever like that. But I really do think they needed to add that the piece with Superman mouth or whatever like that when they had to go change that. Looked like they fixed that, and the Zack and the Flash, the way the Flash be running. I'm glad they look like they gonna fix that, and they did some more with Cyborg. Like I'm glad to see that they're gonna flush out the Cyborg story more about Ezra Miller Flash, and look they show Iris West on there, so we're gonna get our first look on Iris West inside the DCEU. So Zack Snyder, he got me a little bit excited to see what HBO Max got in store, and actually to see what the future of the DC have in store, because even on Flashpoint, then when they was talking about Ben Affleck is supposed to return. So just by seeing Ben Affleck returning and seeing this cut right here, the Zack Snyder cut, and this actually look like this might this might be something serious because they fixed the way the Flash running. Because when I seen the way the Flash was, man, that was ridiculous. Mm. What's good with it, man? Drink something with your boy. Hit that like button and toast something. Yeah, early in the morning, up with a cup. Yeah, man, that was crazy. Well, but yeah, I'm just not a. I ain't gonna say I'm not a fan. I am a fan of being able to take a movie that's already pre-existing and upgrade, not just upgrading it, but retconning it more or less than anything to try to give the fans what they want. So I'm on the same board with them when it comes to helping out the helping out a movie that could have been successful, actually showing its true potential. Like I've seen a lot of movies that had so much potential, but it just wasn't done right. And if they had a second chance, I think it'll be some good movies. I can't think of none at the precise moment right now. Justice League Snyder Cut trailer breakdown. Okay, we just finished watching it. Y'all want to see what? No, because that don't even look like it's is right, because they were showing about Joe Biden getting attacked by Donald Trump. Okay, let's see right here. Look, Louisiana. Since we talking about the hurricane, trying to keep my mind, because I still haven't did all of my shopping and stuff like that for the stuff for the hurricane. Because really, if people don't know, it's not the actual hurricane that really. Well, the hurricane will get you, do a lot of damage, but it's the after effect. It's not the sprint. It's the marathon of it. It's like after effect where all the stores be closed, some roads be messed up, flood damage, and trying to restore all the things that you lost, or trying to, checking on people, and getting food and stuff like that. It's kind of it get tedious. But let's see what they got to say. See what this 1-2 punch is.
Storm Laura ripped across the island of Hispaniola Sunday. Rushing water overtaking the streets of Haiti. Trash everywhere. The bodies of victims laid out along the side.
It is in Haiti right now.
The storm slammed the Dominican Republic, flooding as far as the eye can see. More than 1 million lost power, homes ruined, more lives lost.
What's good with it?
Hurricane hunters flew through Laura for a closer look.
This is somewhat unprecedented, the scope of the storms.
And President Trump approved an emergency declaration for Louisiana.
What Trump had to say about Louisiana?
For both Laura and Tropical Storm Marco, residents of low-lying areas have been ordered to evacuate. The storm's looming, as this week marks 15 years since New Orleans was devastated by Hurricane Katrina. For some, the anxiety is fresh.
I just feel afraid that I'm gonna lose my house.
We got flooded. That was 2016.
Where to go right now, especially
they don't say the whole story.
This area is expected to be slammed by heavy rain, coastal flooding, and potentially even tornadoes. And the Louisiana governor is now saying that the window between the two storms could be as slim as 12 hours. And of course, it's coming during a pandemic. That is an added stress on the region as people are leaving their homes and heading into shelters. Tony?
Yeah, and the time to prepare is now. Janet, thank you very much.
Oh, okay, that's it. That's it. Okay, let's stop there. I made a mess up. I went to go find the news and shit, and then when I hit the news, they had the thing jumped out there, so I'm trying to pull it back up. That way I could find out what else going on. Okay, more COVID. Nope, that ain't worth it. Well, I ain't gonna say it ain't worth it. What they talking about is nutty. Yeah, hey, I don't know if y'all see. Like I said, we go dumpster diving and get to find all types of everything. Here you go. Check this out. Hey, check this one here. Okay, share screen. Blah blah blah. Let's see. Tap. Let's do it. Boom. Check this here out.
Wait, there's more. An asteroid is headed toward Earth. NASA says it is predicted to pass near our planet on November 2nd, one day before the presidential election. Sure, why not? But it only has a 0.4% chance or 0.41% chance of impact. At 6.5 feet in diameter, the asteroid is not considered potentially dangerous.
Yeah, it was just the whole concept. Okay, that's good. No, don't go too far back. Come back here. Here we go. All right. See what else we got going on. The police did what?
Portland police said they arrested 14 people overnight following violent clashes between rival groups of demonstrators that roiled the city's downtown area earlier in the day.
Oh, that's sad.
Police said they declared a riot just before midnight on Saturday after a group of about 250 people tried to march on a government building that has often been the scene of violence during nearly 3 months of nightly protests. Earlier on Saturday, there were scuffles in downtown Portland between anti-racism protesters and right-wing demonstrators. Participants clad in body armor and helmets traded punches and blasts of pepper spray as police officers mostly looked on, according to video of the clashes. Portland police said on Sunday that the 14 people arrested overnight were booked into jail on charges including rioting, assaulting a public safety officer, disorderly conduct.
Man, that's sad. That's extra out of the ordinary, unnecessary for people to. They have all this stuff that's going on, for people to be trying to still not realize that Black people been getting been in unjust when it comes
I'm
to
asking
laws.
you to make a donation right now before the official FEC deadline.
See stuff like this.
And if you do, it will be triple matched.
I probably got to do this here. Hopefully that blah, blah,
Experts
blah.
from Nate Silver's
Let me see how this.
538 to the Cook Political Report all agree Democrats can take back the Senate. We're really doing well. But if we miss our this goal, we won't be able to do it.
They be trying
We're
to
already so close to
the rules and stuff. Now we want to.
That if we entrust this nation to Joe, he will do for your family what he did for ours. Bring us together and make us whole.
Good evening. I'm Chuck Todd, and welcome to NBC News' special coverage of the 2020 Democratic National Convention on NBC News Now. Those were some of the highlights from last evening. Right now, we are less than an hour from the start of what's going to be a huge night and an historic one. Folks, regardless of your politics, these are the kinds of moments that are etched in the history books and excerpts that you will see in convention's future. So in just a few hours, Kamala Harris will accept the Democratic Party's nomination to be the Vice President of the United States, making her the first woman of color to officially join a major party's presidential ticket in a country that has not only never elected a Black woman president or vice president, but has never elected a Black woman as governor either. Harris is only the second Black woman to be elected to the U.S. Senate. Tonight, she becomes a vice presidential nominee. According to just released excerpts from her address.
I'm not a fan of Kamala Harris, man. She is, to me, she like one of those people that she pushed a lot of people down to get to where she's at. That's how I feel about her. All right. And I was listening to a lot of people. Matter of fact, it was Ice Cube, right? Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can find a way to pull it up. But Ice Cube, he had a message, and he was saying about, well, basically what Joe Biden is in. Okay, it's cool when everybody say we need to get Trump out of office, right? But that's people that's not thinking past go, right? So once we get Trump out of office, what is Joe Biden going to do for Black folks? That's what he was saying, right? So with him bringing that to the table, it made me think about it like, okay, Joe Biden don't have no policies and no direction, and Kamala Harris is not a fan or friend of the people. She will stomp you to get ahead. She will pack a whole bunch to climb on top. She had to make a staff of people to understand on to make it to where she's at. That's how I feel about her. I mean, I might be completely wrong, but that's just the personality and the traits and the stuff and the numbers and the doc, everything that I've seen from my own two eyes or read about her, it just gave me that impression of her. So maybe personally, she's not that type of person, but just overall, the who she is a part of the system, yeah. So that's what I'm judging her a part of the system, not how she is on Thanksgiving with her family. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Other thing too is when I was seeing that, like things that could help the community. I don't really see Joe Biden doing to actually help push the community forward. But I will say his speech that he did the other day, I didn't listen to the whole thing. I was one of those people because I had so much stuff going on right now. But I was able to catch parts of like some of the how they take the snippets and say, oh, this is some of the highlight parts of it, and some of the highlights that he was saying was actually some good stuff, right? So when I was saying that, I was like, Joe might have nailed it. And then I was seeing things like on the Late Show, they was talking about how Fox News was actually congratulating Joe Biden and stuff like that. And it was like, that kind of caught me off guard a little bit. So therefore, I was going into other medias and stuff like that, and everybody was congratulating him and saying that he nailed it and he did an excellent job. And then I like how the fact that they took a child that had a speech problem, and it was Joe Biden was saying how he used to have a speech problem, and he was saying how to have confidence about your speech and how to do to help him be able to say his words without stumbling over his words and be able to get it out and be able to speak more fluently and being more confident with it. Because that's mostly just what it is. See? So I was able to respect him on the fact of that because, that's just a good person move right there. And who to say if he would, even if he wasn't running for president, that he wouldn't have had that same conversation or told that child or that same individual the same thing, even if he wasn't running for president, and it still could have helped. Things like that hold a lot of weight, especially with me. Because I don't do it for me. I do this for we. I like to have fun and enjoy this here, like how we rocking out. You know what I'm saying? I must have been drinking fast because my cup is almost like it's like about right here. Yeah, somewhere here might got me another swallow or two. But yeah, once I do that, I have to go give me a little a re-up. So why I'm gonna be doing some type of re-up, I'm gonna put the news on to them showing like what's actually going on, like with a hurricane thing. Say it that way. I know. I said the hurricane thing. But yeah, the live is supposed to be the live footage of what's going on with the two hurricanes that's supposed to be headed. See, but I was a tad bit late, but luckily I was able, to still have my lights and stuff. But it ain't start storming and raining and this is weird. Okay, I'm gonna have to go find some other stuff with the hurricane because that ain't look like they was actually giving me what I had needed to see so I could find the hurricane. That was good. We up. Hey, I think IP from Imp Man, you know what I'm saying? That's how you saying up in his language. So he was the person that was up. They're like IP, you know what I'm saying? Up. Yep. But either or, I still feel the same way. Let me see if I can find something that's going on with the hurricane right now, because clearly what I was watching, they was supposed to be showing the live footage and the live feed of what's going on with the hurricane. They not showing it no more, or they have some technical difficulties, which put me into some technical difficulties, which would put you into some technical difficulties. So, here we go. Let's see if I can do this here. Well, no, I don't need to go there. Oh, well, cool. Tomato. You know what I'm saying? So here you go. Let's see. Go back to here. And then the good part about it is, the more I do this here, the better I get at it. I don't need to play no sound. So the better I get at it, the faster I better do this here. So the networking and pulling this together and showing the footage and bringing it in and stuff like that would be a whole lot more fluid. You know what I'm saying? So, and I better have a exact idea of how I could do this and make it work. See, like right now, I got this here playing and we talked showing about the tropical storm. So you able to kind of like, you know what I'm saying, see what's going on. And I say, you see right there, see where New Orleans at? See, I'm right above that on the top side of it. So where the first one going to hit it is going to do that. And then with the second one going to hit it, all right, see where it say the 2 at? Where's at the top of the 2? All right, where we at is all the way to the right of that. So we're going to hit the right side of that too. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. But in the meantime, while y'all checking out the pattern, I'm gonna be right back. I'm about to go. I'm gonna refill up right fast. Yeah, that was hiccups. Yep, back. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Okay, cool. It's old 3. I got it. There's a 3 Mississippi. There's a 3 Mississippi delay. Okay, there you go. I was making sure that I was trying to put in my text and talk and stuff like that. But yeah. So basically, I done got all my essential things that we need for the to ride out the storm. See, the thing about it is, when it rains, like a couple hours, we can get flood. You know what I'm saying? It'll start flooding. Like if it rain, we might get about 4 or 5 hours of rain. You know what I'm saying? We in a territory because we flood, right? Depends on how heavy of a rain it be. And with that being said, on top of that, this hurricane is supposed to give us rain for 5 days, right? It's supposed to be like from today all the way into Friday, something like that. Not 100% sure, you know, even they not 100% sure, but it's supposed to be somewhere up in, you know what I'm saying, those, you know what I'm saying, that time frame, right? From today to Friday, or you know what I'm saying, whatever like that. So we have that situation going on with the situation of the flooding within, you know what I'm saying, a couple hours. It's possible that we can get some flood water on top of the hurricane if it be bad. And then that's when the double hit is the second hurricane should be hitting at the same time, or Wednesday or whatever like that. So that will put us in a condition of flooding and stores be closed for weeks, and we already under a pandemic where you got to go out wearing masks, and then you already trying to shake back from who knows what happened in your case scenario, because you know everybody's house is not equal or the same. So a person might lose everything in their house, while the next person don't even get affected. So it's one of those type of situations where you just have to have more compassion for your neighbor, because you know everybody is going to be affected in this situation, even if the way you was affected wasn't the same as the way the next person was affected, but you was affected in a slightly different way. So you know what I'm saying, hopefully everything be cool and kosher. That it just get a lot of heavy rains and you know just much needed rain for the soil, or even the hurricanes, they need some of that water need to be going like that toward like California, like when he be having these dry spells and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, water just like a little hurricane wave of water, like a, you know, say a tropical storm more or less than a hurricane. And if it could pass through Southern California, that's what they need. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's me looking at this what you call it. Man, we need to let's find out what's going on with the Snyder Cut while we seeing it. We seeing the Suicide Squad, because that game to me look like Sunset Overdrive, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. It just don't look like it's no I don't know. It just don't catch my attention like I thought it would. But you know what might just need to do to catch my attention. Let's see what now what it was, not Trinity, not home history. Yeah. Bring. I want to see what this one is. Bam. I'm trying to stop it for a second before it gets started, but it just won't stop. But here you go. Let me redo this that way I can play the sound so y'all can hear exactly what's going on too. I ain't want to play the sound on the other thing because you know who knows how that would have played out. But with this is different. This is a reaction. So we able to pull this out. You know what I'm saying? Clip it up and do reaction videos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's go.
I think it's going to surprise people.
You kind of sit there and go, how did they do that?
It's going to be different from any superhero movie ever made.
There's no one better in the world to direct the Suicide Squad than James Gunn.
I was excited with an opportunity to be able to do the Suicide Squad in the way it could be done from my point of view.
This one is completely unique. This is a gritty 1970s war movie combined with brilliance of James Gunn's characters and comedy.
You need your director to set the vibe.
The Suicide Squad is just a twisted fantasy of characters.
Within each of our characters, there's a certain beauty. Within most of them. Some of them are just pretty crappy through and through.
Be like a douchey Captain America.
The guy who believes in peace at any cost, no matter how many people he needs to kill along the way.
Okay, I got it.
Don't ever settle back like you think you know where this is going, because you don't.
As soon as you have some sense about what's about to happen next, James comes in.
Okay.
Everyone's exploding, genitals, heads, arms, legs.
It's like a big, massive graphic novel brought to life.
This is by far the biggest movie I've ever made.
I think that you know what to expect.
Don't get too attached.
This has been truly the greatest, most exciting journey of my life making this film. Cut. That was great.
Okay. I think they got me with that one. Let me stop that now for a second and talk about the Suicide Squad. Now I'm gonna have to go back over there and look at. Oh shit! What the hell? Oh, they play next video. I need to learn about stopping it. Sound like a ghost from the computer or the ghost. But man, hey. Okay. They brought back the perfect characters, right? The same person that played Harley Quinn, the same woman that played Amanda Waller, you know, the woman from How to Get Away with Murder. I mean, you know, Academy Award winning actor. She gonna bring Amanda Waller to the next level. Like, she played the role on the other Suicide Squad. Now we finna see the Suicide Squad. Like, okay, that Harley Quinn Birds of Prey movie. Now we finna see this is what they should have been doing. Because when I was watching the preview, okay, King Shark, the way they had him and them, I didn't see if they had Killer Croc. That's a person I didn't see, Killer Croc. So maybe I didn't see him. So if you notice Killer Croc, you know, let me know down below if you've seen Killer Croc, because I didn't see Killer Croc. You know, seeing Captain Boomerang, Deathstroke, who else we seen that they brought back? Okay, there Pyro, I think his name was Pyro from out the first Suicide Squad. I didn't see him back in them. I didn't see Enchantress. I didn't see her. So, and they had a couple other characters that's new. I might have to go back I'm saying I might have to when I go back over this video, and I'm gonna take like a comb and go comb through it and see all the different characters and the new upgraded characters and who they brought back from the original cast, and break down some of the new cast members and the direction that I see that James Gunn is going to. Because I don't think it's gonna give you no Guardians of the Galaxy feel. It didn't even portray no Guardians of the Galaxy feel. It almost gave you an Expendables feel. You see what I'm saying? Almost with the big bang, boom, all the explosions. You know how the Expendables was? I'm guessing that was good writing. I mean, let's be honest, you know, Expendables, it was a summer blockbuster movie that was based on how the 90s action movies was. That's what the Expendables was. I mean, the movie was brilliant for what it was supposed to be. Now, with that being said, the Suicide Squad is gonna be that times 10, like that on crank. Boom, put that on crank and yeah, put that on crank. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna spoilify that. You know what I'm saying? When we see the new Suicide Squad come out, I can almost see now that you're not gonna know who's gonna survive and who's gonna die. And I don't know if they're gonna do that trickery where they play that forward and backwards in time, present day, past day type situation, or is they gonna use some stuff that's going on inside the DCEU to move this forward, or you know what I'm saying, to give a foundation of the world that it's based in? Is they gonna use that, or is they not, or is they gonna use this new Batman, or is they gonna use the Walking Phoenix Joker? Hey, that'd be something if he get a cameo in this just a little small cameo. The Walking Phoenix Joker, if he just get a small cameo, or like how the matter of fact, the Suicide Squad, how the video game is, they have Superman as the film. I was like, oh, but that Sunset Overdrive ass game, I might kind of combine them. No, I'm not gonna combine the two videos together because they two separate things completely. The Suicide Squad video game is gonna be the other video, and this one is about the James Gunn movie. And then the Zack Snyder cut for the Justice League. I think DC, Marvel, yeah, y'all better grab y'all Marvels. The DC coming. So I think that's a good way to get your mind off of this hurricane, and you know what I'm saying, and all different types of stuff that's going on like that with the anticipation of arrival of hurricane slowing down your economy, where you can't go to stores and stuff like that simply because they're not open, because there's no electricity, and your food you're trying to survive off of, and all this other type of X, Y, and Z's. Yeah, who wanna be consistent of that right now when you have all this live action, good footage going on? Then some of the stuff is I'm late to the party on, and I intentionally did that because I just wanted to you know what I'm saying, make sure when I see it, I wanted to be able to take my time and be in the right state of mind and bring and push out good energy and receive good energy when I did come. You know, it was just one of those types of moments. So I was able to come and overcome and enjoy more. That's why you see the light high looking bright in here. You see the quality? I'm gonna still get better. It's not the end. It's a constant move up. And on top of that, then I'm gonna have, you know what I'm saying, I got the snowball microphone. I'm trying to hook this up and see and adjust the sound where it could get the best quality sound. So when you hear me, it'll get the best quality that I could possibly put out there. Because, you know, from what I'm hearing, a lot of people, when you're looking at stuff like this, you more, you know, you don't want to hear somebody sound like like they're on a walkie-talkie or whatever like that, or the picture looking all fuzzy and stuff like that. So I'm as I go, I'm just trying to establish to get better, and I'm learning some tricks and stuff like that, how to take videos and add stuff and move stuff to one side. So it's a fun process. Appreciate you for coming along with the journey with me. And let's find some other stuff while we sit here and watch. I don't know why I do want to say Marco Polo. when I'm looking at the because you know it's like two of them. I don't know. It's that weird. Xbox Series X update. Phil Spencer talks about Series X launches. Okay, y'all want to hit up Dilla? You know what I'm saying? There's another YouTube. He put out some good content, right? So Dilla Gamer actually is one of the people that's in the Xbox community, where Xbox and the gaming community, where they talk about everything that consensual video games and stuff like that. I mean, really interesting stuff. So if you're interested in a PlayStation 5 or the next Xbox Series X, or you want to what's more, like, let's say if you're a Madden player or a 2K player, which more beneficial for you, or which controller is going to have the more features, or what's the new updates and what's going on. And speaking about the new updates and what's going on, while we over here checking out this, let's see. Let's play some Mr. Rogers in the hood. Yeah, in my hood. This is how we doing this here. We finna mosey on over to Dilla Gamer, and we finna go check out his channel and see what he has to say about the Xbox X Series X update and give our opinion. Oh, no, wait. I gotta stop it first, you know. It's I'm not gonna play his video all the way from the beginning, and I'm not gonna play his video all the way to the end. And that's only on the strength of, if y'all want to see his whole video, y'all gonna have to go to his channel. You know, because I don't, you know, I'm jacking for his like they say, jacking for podcast. I'm just coming around taking people's shit and giving my own opinion on top of it. Oh, you didn't see Killer Croc on there? Oh, hold on. This is you just made me come to a complete. Hold on. We at. Stop this here. Yeah, you said you I just checked. You didn't see Killer Croc on the character list. Damn. Hey, because that was the one character off the first Suicide Squad. To me, they didn't give no justice to. Like, they gave you just enough Killer Croc to say he was a part of the Suicide Squad. Like how they gave you just enough Captain Boomerang to say you know who he is, but they didn't do him no justice. Like some of those characters like that, I wanted to see what James Gunn could do, because if he could take a character that only used 3 words and give him a vocabulary of infinity, you know, I am Groot. See, when I was saying that, I was like, you know, I mean, I know that, you know, there's not nothing new that for that character, but you have to actually place this character in a position of when he's using this, you could actually kind of figure out what he's talking about without understanding his language. So he had to, you know, place this character in these type of positions. So when I was saying like with that, and I ain't talking about like how smart of a character is, but with that being said, you have a character like King Shark, you have a character like Killer Croc. When you have these characters right here where they just go, or who else? Even the one that was on the I mean, I know he's not a part of the Suicide Squad, but I would have loved to see Clayface, the one that's on the Harley Quinn TV show, and he, you know, he'd played on the old Batman animated series too. But I would have liked to see Clayface. They would have gave him some type of role in the Suicide Squad as well. But don't use how they him cartoonish. But they could have gave him that more of a flamboyant, want to be an actor, change, you know what I'm saying, like that. They could have leaned a little bit into it, but they didn't have to go all the way out like that. How you know what I'm saying, how they did on Harley Quinn. But yeah, man, appreciate it, man. Damn, that's messed up, because Killer Croc, that's the character I like the concept of him and how they try to bring him, but they just don't give him they never gave him justice. They're like certain characters they never gave justice to. This one in particular character, let me know if you agree with me or not, that they did not give justice to was this is on Marvel side now, was Storm. On all of the X-Men's, right? The role that Storm played, you didn't feel like they was justified with the role they gave Halle Berry or this new Storm. Like, I was anticipating to see this new character play Storm, and I was really anticipating to see how you know what I'm saying, how she was going to portray Storm, but it just felt like she was just utilized, and they put on the back burner like her character had no merit. I just never felt like that, and that's one of the characters that I'm hoping nowadays in the MCU, when they actually showing good writing, that they versified by doing that. But with that being said, let's hop back on this Dilla Gaming, and let me see, share and see what he got to say. You know what I'm saying? Jacking for topics. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, we jacking for topics right now. So we're gonna holler at Dilla Gaming and see what he got to say about the Xbox Series X update. And
enjoying the video, maybe show a buddy or two, definitely your grandma, get her into gaming. It can't hurt. And of course, subscribe for all of the latest. Let's get into it. First and foremost, there are some pretty interesting rumblings around Xbox Game Pass. Of course, Microsoft has invested a ton into this service, and for good reason. It's pro-consumer as hell. It is, it's widely regarded as the best gaming service you can possibly have right now, with hundreds.
Hey, one other thing too. If I notice he gonna have like a ad or something that's gonna come in between his video, I'm just gonna just stop it, let whatever he's doing, and then just kind of pick it back up. So that's gonna be the little cut pause right there. I mean, if you rock with me, you'll get used to it, and you'll see how it's coming.
Of titles available, and every first-party game, day and date. Well, apparently they are looking to make the service even better. In a recent interview, Phil Spencer really doubles down on the fact that they are trying to improve the service in big ways. Phil Spencer says Xbox is focused on bringing big third parties to Xbox Game Pass. Now, this has actually been teased for several days at this point. There have been other people in the industry like Jeff Grubb saying they are going to be making big announcements there as well. There's always the possibility of them partnering up with other publishers, etc. We had talked about EA a long time ago, bringing some version of EA games into Game Pass, despite them being in their own EA Access vault. There's a lot of things that Microsoft can do right now. But to get back to the article, it does say the following. Microsoft has confirmed that the Xbox Series X will indeed launch in November. Yes, we did cover that right after that was announced. And that the key launch title, Halo Infinite, has been delayed to 2020.
Hold on. So basically, what is the new information, Dilla? Let me go up forward. Like I said, I'm not gonna play his whole video, so I'm gonna skip around.
Maybe you'll only pick up a Series X, and originally you would have picked up something like Halo Infinite or some other games that may have support in Game Pass. Now, that stuff is already available in Game Pass. You would not have to actually buy the games outright if you did not want to own them. You could play them through Xbox Game Pass and potentially save hundreds of...
Okay, skip ahead. Like I said, if you want to see the whole video,
we'll have to check back maybe next time. But there are some things confirmed for this title that I am excited about. It's an open world game with side missions. They've got different branching kind of side narratives you can go on. You've got upgradable gear, bat suits, etc. It does have 2-player co-op, which is a bit odd, seeing as it is a 4-player game or 4-character game. This too is confirmed for Xbox Series X. It is a cross-generation title, and I'm convinced it will be absolutely gorgeous when you see it in person, but as with many of these games, when they're being live streamed, they just don't hold up. But again, I am confident it will look pretty good. I have my concerns here and there, but I'm open to it. I'm ready to play something. It's been a while. We haven't had any big games like this really confirmed or talked about or shown. They've been teasing this game forever, so I'm just glad to see it. It's from creative director Patrick Redding, who was creative director of Far Cry 2 and Splinter Cell Blacklist. So if you're a fan of those games, maybe he's come forward and gotten even better, but I did enjoy both of those games. Let me know what you think about Gotham Knights down below. As we move into our last story, Halo Infinite, according to a verified guy on Reset Era. So take all of this with a giant grain of salt. But apparently if you're verified over there, that means you're credible, which is interesting because, man, do they really don't verify any Xbox people, do they? At all. Even though they are far more accurate than most people combined on Reset Era. So basically, Halo Infinite is being rumored, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, to drop original Xbox One support in favor of the Xbox Series X. And this could go multiple ways, right? Let's say this is accurate, which I do not really believe, but I'm getting a lot of DMs about this. Let's say.
Okay, so basically he's talking about if they drop support for the Xbox Fat. Yeah, come on, Dylan. That's cool topic. Let's see, who else? Home. I'm just gonna go to my sub, see if I got some people on here. People I subscribe to, rock people I rock with as well. You know some people that put out some good content about anything that you think that that you would like to share. I mean, I'm with it. I don't mind. Some people be thinking like, oh, don't do this here, don't do no shameless plugs and stuff like that. Me personally, I be looking like, you know what? Instead of saying that, I be like, fuck it, I'm gonna do a whole shout out. You know what I'm saying? I have a whole show just doing shout outs and doing plug for everybody. Like, fuck it, let's go. That type of thing. That's what I'm with. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't do this for me, I do this for we. So when they talk about some shameless plugs and stuff, like, man, go ahead and rep. Go ahead and let people know where you are, what's going on. And it's crazy that Flight Simulator, I was anticipating it, and then I realized it ain't coming out for the Xbox. It's for the PC. They are shit. The game I was trying to play. They got this other flight game, but it ain't. I don't know. It's just that Flight Simulator is. I want to fly a real plane, learn the real buttons of them, and while I'm flying a real plane across the real Earth, I'm with that one. That shit to me was next level. But yeah, I've been on that Battletoads. Let me see stuff that happened yesterday. Matter of fact, let's just go see what they got going on. The Joker does not exit into Batman. How you don't exist in the Batman universe? James Gunn update. Matter of fact, Jack, go back to Jack for topics. Let's see what comic book kids got to say about James Gunn and the Suicide Squad, and give my opinion if it's actually something that's worth opinion. His videos be so quick and so fast that he might have one that's up there 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? And his video be let me see share screen. I'm about to play his video audio. Don't get mad. His name is Comic Book Cast, right? That's the channel that he have. I mean, that's his channel, and he talked about everything comic books. He be bringing up like he got a lot of in-depth information about what's going on, and opinion based as well, same as me. But he got a cool channel. Well, with that being said, let's check him out, see what he got to say about James Gunn. Since we seen how James Gunn was coming with the Suicide Squad. No, D. I gotta make sure when you say D, you don't just say D. You gotta say D Suicide Squad. So when I seen James Gunn on D Suicide Squad, I was like, is he gonna be able to top that when he got to come back to Guardians of the Galaxy? I don't know. But anyway, though, let's see what Comic Book Cast got to say about
the Suicide Squad, and of course the director of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, 2, and the upcoming third entry says that there has been no delay on the third film. Like the release date has not been moved. Now, I'm no expert here or mathematician or anything, but we never had a release date, and I don't know if that involves mathematicians. I don't know.
He said release date has not been moved. If it's never been said, it couldn't be moved.
It's gonna bug me on what in the world those people are called. I wanna say they're called soothsayers, something along those lines. The people that predict the future.
Oh, so
like Nostradamus sort of was. Well, whatever. Anyways, we never had a release date or anything for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 in the last couple of years, ever since the whole firing and subsequent delays and now the changes. Recently, James Gunn was asked by James Gunn News. That's a good reply, I guess, as you're going to get, since they're trying to report on it and ask him, and he replies to them. They asked him, hey, what's the status? Has there been delays? What's going on? And he said, and I quote, thanks, friend. I can confirm that the plans for when we're filming Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and when it's being released have not changed at all over the past year and a half or so. Any rumors otherwise are false. I appreciate your caution. So this tells me two things. One, that the actual start date is so far out and the release date is so far out that it's not any of the dates that we currently had. And it's probably one of those dates in 2023, meaning either February 17th, May 5th, July 28th, or November 3rd, which would give them ample time after everything now to be able to shoot some of the other films like the upcoming Doctor Strange 2, Thor, and the rest of them, and then go straight into shooting Guardians. But it is kind of amazing to me that it's not delayed, I guess, to a degree, because again, we don't know what's happening. Maybe just internally, right now, they're still like, well, we'll get everything done by that time and we'll get the film back on track.
Okay, that's enough of his. Basically, he's just saying that that the quote unquote Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is still on track. Is no delays. It's still gonna be released when it's gonna be released, and the weight is gonna be released. But the catch-22 to that is what I thought about. Okay, the catch-22 to that is it's never had a release date.
Speaking of things, Marvel Studios,
if it never had a release date, then it never could be moved out of its release date or changed, that type of shit. I'm glad it went number a minute for us. Let's go on to the next shit.
Doesn't want to talk about. How about that Falcon and Winter Soldier?
What about Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Where it be? Where it be?
Falcon and Winter Soldier. I thought I told you.
Well, apparently it's not this year. That's where it be. I mean, they got to do more shooting. So,
hey, wait till I get this channel on some up shit. I'm gonna have it where I be doing stuff like that and say, hey man, who know about this? I'm gonna do giveaways or I'm gonna drop something like that, man. Just because that's how I want to do it. I just wanted to just be all everywhere. You know what I'm saying? HD. I even said that wrong. That's how crazy it's gonna be. It's gonna be synergy at the end of the day. People can't understand it. You got no logic out.
Thing.
Just like
I'm guessing
Money Heist
back. What would you say? 6 to 7 months on release.
Throw it out.
Well, apparently it's only this one.
Man,
I'm not sure.
Ant-Man.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Hey, why do some people think Ant-Man is the weakest link? Don't get me wrong. It's a cookie cutter. Ant-Man and the Wasp, both of them, the first Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp, were cookie cutter Marvel movies. Now, I'm not saying it wasn't. Even Doctor Strange was a cookie cutter Marvel movie. I'm not saying it wasn't. But Ant-Man and the Wasp is far from being one of the worst ones. And even Captain Marvel, it was a cookie cutter Marvel movie. Like Captain America, Civil War, basically all the Captain America movies, they stood up on their own, and Iron Man was actually the framework for the cookie cutter. So that's how I look at that. But anyway, though, let's go ahead and get back to this here.
And I couldn't even tell you where it came from because I read an article and it's sourced to different people. So I was like, I ain't crediting either. So like, it's out there, you can find it yourself. And it's there's talk of WandaVision still being on track for December. But they're delaying this apparently because they know next year there's going to be a bigger lull in content. So it's like, let's just save the content we essentially are going to have because they are finishing this off this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's save it until 2021 where
it's I get what he's trying to say. He's saying, well, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, even though that's in WandaVision, it's supposed to be on track and pretty much finished. And Marvel, they got to release things in a strategic order. The only thing that's waiting is the Black Widow movie, right? So once this going to play and going to action, if this could be released before that, and they saying, okay, well, if we're gonna place this here, they trying to see we have this big gap right here with this open space. You know what I'm saying? They retrofitting and saying, let's take this second show and move it into this big open space so we can have its own space. I mean, they do the same thing with video games.
Going to be even more thing because we couldn't even film the things we wanted to last year or for this year, next year. So keep hold of it and then you can at least put something out next year because 2 years and nothing's going to be especially when 2021 is going to be like when Netflix and places don't have anything. Netflix is fine this year because they've been pumping out everything. They can't do anything else,
right?
Apart from what they already had. So they're playing that game. So if all eyes are on the one show that's coming out,
that is true. Yeah, that's. And I mean, this goes back to another conversation we had. But
I was just looking at Thor.
Delay.
Hey, what I like about the scene right here,
right? And
when Captain Marvel was fighting with Thanos,
video on demand.
Thanos pulled that little power stone out and knocked
to carry you into early
knocked
year
out in this
while
movie.
also overlapping with
He
some
ain't just
Star
he ain't just
Wars
knock
and
out.
then
He knocked out
Falcon
the
and
movie.
Winter Soldier in spring. That gives you that summertime where they
Oh, that
have a
was
couple
crazy.
original piece of content, and then again Mandalorian, Loki. So you could see how they could sort of offset the release schedule, which it is unfortunate. But again, everybody's got to do this, and you look at just like their competitors. You mentioned Netflix. Netflix has not been able to continue production on anything, and they normally take 1.5 to 2 years between seasons. So, like, there's going to be a scenario where you're looking at maybe 2.5, 3 years between a season of a Netflix show. I mean, when is Stranger Things going to drop the next season? Like,
God knows. God knows.
And
Stranger
apparently
Things
they're
is
already,
and then they can
ahead
drop it
renewed
whenever
for
they want,
another
though.
one.
That's
So it's
good
like,
for it. Niggas just say,
man, by the time the 5th season of that show comes out, those kids will be having their own kids. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, and that's kind of scenario.
Yeah, that kind of is the scenario. You can't do nothing about that. That part we can't do nothing about. Sorry for you. Okay, let's go back to jacking for topics. Where we at? Man, y'all can see this shit. Y'all know I don't care. It ain't about nothing. That mean we just in here together. You know what I'm saying? So we rocking and seeing the same thing we seeing. Oh, what's good with it? I'm trying to get it right. OCH. What's good with it? Yeah, now we're going back to. Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna get faster and quicker and more efficient at that. Right now, this is what I call jacking for topics. You know what I'm saying? We up with a cup in the morning with Chuck. Hey, if you got a cup, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Toast, hit the like button and drink something with your boy. That's all we're doing. We rocking out and Flash TV series. Man, matter of fact, let's go to see what Robert Storm got to say. We're gonna jack him for topics of DC fandom was. He's saying awesome, amazing, crazy, great. So
yes, that's what I'm talking about. I told you guys. I told you that we were working on a plan. I knew DC fandom was going to be a massive success.
Hold on. Yeah, y'all know what I do. All right, before I just get to playing anybody else's videos and stuff like that, even if they don't like it, it's still. I want to give them this person, Robert Storm, a shout out. You know, saying check him out. He put out amazing content. I'm like one of the people that watch his videos as well. That's what we're doing right now. We jacking for topics. Some of the people that I watch, some of the videos I come across, and after I watch, because I'm a YouTube as well. I don't just watch YouTube. I mean, I don't just do YouTube. I watch YouTube. I'm just not a YouTube. I'm a YouTuber. We all the way up, all the good stuff. But anyway, though, I enjoy doing this type of stuff. So right now we just jacking for topics. You know what I'm saying? Hey, remember we up with this cup.
I told all the doubters, everybody that complained, oh my God, guess what, God? Well, guess what?
Oh, we not gonna watch this whole video.
Without you, Phil.
If you want to see his whole video,
like I said, sir,
go check out his channel.
Video games, and you got trailers for both of them. If you like the CW shows, you got announcements for the CW television shows. If you like movies like Wonder Woman or the Snyder Cut or the Batman, let's talk about the Batman. You got trailers for all that. Black Adam even had a teaser, and they didn't even shoot any footage. They just used concept art and still, yet they made it work, and it was awesome. Why Marvel hasn't done anything like this, I don't know, but we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So DC fandom, I was thoroughly impressed. I was expecting a good show. I wasn't expecting a show like that. And the Batman, I was telling everybody.
I ain't watching, so I may go. I need to go back over and watch the DC fandom because I ain't see the Wonder Woman and
Batman. I told you guys,
and everything else. So I may start another live stream, and when I do it,
gonna find out.
It's gonna be a live reaction to DC.
You found out, didn't you? Who is he? Who is he? Beat the living shit out of you. He is vengeance. That's who he is. That trailer was amazing. Like I didn't think nothing could beat the Snyder Cut trailer, and then we saw the Batman trailer, and I was like, holy shit. Like I would give my left testicle to go see this movie right now. Please make it happen.
Yeah,
please.
the synergy.
I beg you.
We talk about everything and everything
what the hell
that
is
flows. We
Marvel?
just up
What's
chilling
Marvel
and
doing?
pushing out.
Has DC finally righted the ship, and now Marvel's running scared?
Hey, I apologize if y'all was into what he was just saying at that precise moment. Now my channel just it's about synergy, collective mind, collective thoughts, and we talk about just collective thinking about all topics. Like I'm into Marvel, DC, comic books, video games, TV shows, politics. I don't really do too big. We don't do too much about sports on this channel because I know a lot of people, it get redundant. They got a lot of professional people that talks about sports that you can go and see everything about sports. So I don't need to put my 2 cents in about really with sports. But, you know what I'm saying, in the morning times, I try to do more like, you know what I'm saying, politics and news and stuff that's going on, what I'm seeing with dead afternoons is like more about movies and TV shows and night games and stuff like that. So I try to keep it, you know what I'm saying, fresh where you don't just hear the same thing. Because I hear a lot of channels, my biggest thing is every week, every day, sometimes they don't have nothing to talk about when it comes to a certain subject. So they just sit there and just beat on a dead horse over and over and over about the same topic. Well, I'd have been moved on because my attention span is zero, you know what I'm saying, 0.01 or some shit where I could pay just enough attention. And that's a good thing because that why sit on one thing forever and we could talk about everything. Why? I mean, you know, it's just fun, especially when it's fun shit. Like, I don't try to go into, I'm a person that I don't judge nobody, whatever you is or your religion or your nationality or your whatever. I don't, you know what I'm saying, person or whatever. That's, well, down here, what we say, because I'm from the South, and this how I like to say, look, you can see, you know, I'm black, I'm from the South, hood, you know, country. We say certain things, and that's just how we is, you know. And we try to keep it that way, and in the same time, just be respectful of this is how we'll say, like, whatever you choose to do, this is our terminology. That's on your body. So that's your body, your life. I'm not saying I'm not here to judge you. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, living and enjoying and having fun doing stuff like this here. So these one of them things where we just get out here, and I like to push good energy. I like to talk about fun things and positive things and motivation and stuff like that. And right now, I'm sitting around waiting on this hurricane to hit. They got I call them twin nuts because they're gonna drive everybody crazy. And we're gonna be doing videos like that and just talk about what's going on in the movie industry and the behind the scenes and stuff like that. And stuff like this here. We jacking for topics right now. So while we jacking for topics, go ahead and continue on Robert Storm. While you got that look on your face like, oh, DC fandom almost came on myself. It was so good. But
Marvel in trouble.
But I might end up after I finish this video here, because I haven't seen the DC fandom or stuff like that. So I might do a live reaction and just watch the DC fandom and see what they had going on, because I'm hearing a lot of good news, and you know, I've been getting all this other type, you know, real stuff. So I kind of really just ain't had the time. I have the time now, but I still got to get some more stuff together. So we gonna get it done. You know, we gonna go left and right. Let's do this, man. Continue, ain't it right? You cool? You fucking with it? That's what's up. Appreciate it, homie.
Now look, I'm not gonna lie. I like both Marvel and DC. Was I very critical when DC was having all of its troubles early on? Yes. Yeah. I still don't understand why we didn't get a Man of Steel 2. I still don't understand how there's a Birds of Prey movie, yet we haven't got a sequel to Man of Steel 2. I can't fathom how we have an Aquaman movie, but not a solo Batman movie or a Man of Steel sequel. Like some of these, you know, decisions, I still very much question.
Man, get off that Man of Steel sequel. We understand. Now, I will say, Aquaman, masterpiece. Walker Phoenix Joker, masterpiece. Man of Steel, the first one, good concept.
And Justice League was a big pile of crap. Black Panther made more in 1 week than Justice League made in its entire run in the theaters. This is still problems that I stand by. Right. But the difference between Marvel and DC,
what the difference is,
DC
Robert?
spent so much time trying to fix what was wrong, where I think maybe Marvel just got comfortable. They made all these announcements. You guys remember, like She-Hulk, Moon Knight, all these different announcements, and where is everything? Where is it? Do you hear that? You hear it? There it is. A pin drop. Where's everything? Nothing. They're silent. It's like, I understand that COVID hit and we can't do certain things, and Falcon Winter Soldier wasn't finished shooting and all that stuff. But here's the thing. DC had a teaser trailer for Black Adam, and they haven't shot one frame of footage. They used concept art. Why can't you do that with She-Hulk or Moon Knight or Blade, or I don't know, you did shoot a lot of footage from Falcon Winter Soldier and WandaVision. How about do a trailer for those?
Man,
how about a new trailer for Black Widow?
See, now this is the reason I'm not a fan of when they announce stuff too early. When they announce stuff that's gonna be in 2024, 2025, that's way too far down the line. I want them to keep everything within this tight window. In the movie industry, I could say 2 years max, right? Keep everything within this 2-year window. That way you have something coming out and you watching it and you be able to talk about it with the stuff that's coming out there after after the movie that came out, and you'd watched it a couple times and be able to break this movie all the way down to a T. You know, they got people that actually do that, and you get to that point where now it's out on DVD and stuff like that. Now you're looking forward to the next movie with these trailers and stuff that's coming out. So now you're going to this next step and going and checking out this other movie that's going to come out and learning the different things about the sneak peeks and the trailers, and you know what I'm saying, the final trailer before the movie release, and the people that go see it early with their opinions is when the MDA be released and stuff like that. I don't want to hear they got this movie come out in 2025. Let's say Superboy or the Titans or something like that. Titans coming in 2025 and they announcing it now and they showing concept footage and stuff like that, and it's just 2020, and by the time 2021 come out, you see these movies. 2022 come out, you see these other movies, and they talk about the Titans, and then they're coming out in 2025, and then they still talking about the Titans in 2023. By the time 2024 hit, I don't want to see the Titans because I either got burnt out of it, seen too much of it, heard too much about it, and just lost interest in it. And then it's already on the limb because it's so far out. That means it's in a high risk of being canceled, where it might not even come out at all. They have a lot of movies. I'm gonna name this one, Gambit. I was anticipating this movie was like one of what, like, you know how everybody had they favorite characters, and they have these movies that they've been waiting their whole life to see, or bring this character to bring to life. Their favorite character. Gambit was mine, right? So when I was hearing about this Gambit movie, I was writing my own story for if they Gambit movie. I wrote the whole thing, and I was like, okay, I'm from Louisiana, so I could change some of the elements that was old school, and I could say, you know what, I could throw it up there, and hopefully Marvel will take it and stuff like that. If I could just push it out there, and I was like, you know, the Thieves Guild and Assassin Guild, what will be a equivalent to Louisiana if you want to bring it to a real life basis, right? So what I was saying was, instead of the Thieves and Assassins Guild, you'll say the Cajuns and the Creoles, right? So you had these two different families, right? So you had the Cajuns and you had the Creoles. And what I would do with Gambit is a Cajun, right? And I have him be the red-eyed Cajun that was adopted by the Creoles. And that's when Remy Lee LeBeau was the Creole, and he adopted Gambit. But Gambit was the Cajun that was a part of the Creoles, and then Luke LeBeau and all of them, that was a part of the girl that he was supposed to marry, that was that was a part of the Cajuns, and they could have had him and her brothers and stuff like that sabotage the wedding and stuff like that, and that's what the whole situation with Gambit and her and the Cajuns and the Creoles, and they could have where they was going into the woods and stuff like that. They had to do this secret or ritual and stuff like that. That could have been based on voodoo and stuff like that because it's in New Orleans and stuff like, you know, just to bring the concept. And they could have brought Marie LeBeau and stuff like that, and they could have, you know what I'm saying, gave a real depth details about what went on in Louisiana and how the things come in, and they could have gave a in-depth a different view of how they mutants became mutants on, you know what I'm saying, by the genetically being altered inside of a swamp on top of having, you know what I'm saying, this DNA. And they could have that could have been the overall concept of, I could have wrote a whole Zack Snyder cut for on Disney Plus for the Gambit series, and have, you know what I'm saying, the first part of, you know, the whole series could have been the first, him living in Louisiana trying to grow to become this man that's a Cajun that's with the Creoles, and he actually, you know what I'm saying, you could see the difference in who he is compared to the Cajuns and then the Creoles, and, you know, I could have, you know, those type of elements. And, you know what I'm saying, certain things that people say down here that other places we all notice, like if you want something to drink or whatever like that, you'll come to somebody, you ask somebody, you'll say, hey, you don't say, I say, like, say, hey, can you bring me a cold drink? Cold drink is equivalent to somebody up north saying pop or soda. I guess soda or soda pop or whatever term y'all use up there. If you say that down here, a soda pop, people look at you like, you know, soda pop. They look, that sound fruity. Down here we say cold drink. Could be a Coke, or somebody say, hey, you'll bring me a cold drink, a Coca-Cola, you know, something like, and they'll bring you a Coke or a Sprite or whatever like that. So, you know, just different terms of pecan, right? We're like, hey, they got to make a right by the pecan tree. Now you from up north and you say make a right by the pecan tree, you'll be looking like, what's a pecan tree? And then you'll be like pecan, certain little things like that. That's what we do different down here. And I wanted to bring that to the light. So I was really into it because, like I said, I'm a fan of Gambit, a huge fan of Gambit. I mean, I ain't want to just cut off Robert Storm in the middle of his DC fan, but we're gonna have to do one because that's what's up. Oh, my bad. I was running Amos. Look, appreciate it. But sounds interesting. Include your okay for sure. That's what I do. Because I mean, to me, he was Gambit is like, okay, think about it like this here. French. You know how the French got the first way they think about it is the love language and how they think. So Gambit was like this smooth, slick. Let's say, how Catwoman is on DC, like she is a criminal, but she's a good guy. She plays that in between line. You don't really know. Gambit was an X-Men, but he never was a member of the X-Men, but he was there with the X-Men. So you thought he was an X-Men. You could consider him an X-Men, but you'll never really know type person. And he had that, like same thing, how the people, where you'll say like the slick people in New Orleans had that persuade to him. He more of that type of character, like a ladies' man, gentleman, hard to offend, love to cook, put seasoning in food, that type of stuff. Yeah, but anyway, though, man, that's enough about that game. But man, we need to actually go back and see what's going on with the my bad, Robert Storm. But hey, you just got jacked for topic. Now let's go ahead and get back to the see what they had going on with the twin hurricanes, Marco. I don't know why I want to say Marco Polo.
Announcements, Xbox Series X games, and more. Let's get into it.
Yeah, Dilla game. Shout out Dilla. We up. Okay, let's go back. History is good right there. Let me see. Come here, and I need to get to about right there. There you go. Here live. Boom. And this should send us back to.
Hi, I'm Stacey Abrams, and I'm personally asking you to sign the petition to demand vote by mail before the deadline tonight. So please join me in demanding vote by mail for all Americans.
Hey, the crazy part about that, we'll run it in about this year. But the crazy part about it is, I was saying that Donald Trump didn't want people to vote by mail, and they were saying that it could be voter fraud. But the whole thing about it is the level of voter fraud is slim to none, as in past results. But the whole thing about it is, in this case scenario now, where we have all these things that's grabbing our attention, like 2 hurricanes headed to the United States. Pandemics that's going on, all these world crisis, world starving, and California is on fire. You have all these things that's going on, earthquakes and etc. So okay, so right now it's still like the hurricanes are still on the same track. Nothing has really pretty much changed, but I don't think it's no problem with the mail-in ballot. If a person don't want to go to the place, and right now, to be honest with you, they should be trying to push forward for more, that type of thing where, saying your name or your social security number or some type of, they can figure it out. It shouldn't be that complicated to be able to vote from your house or vote online or mail in your ballot. That way you don't have to come and everybody gather into this place, and increases the odds of the coronavirus just, it's spreading everywhere. Like, think about it. School, I thought that was a horrible place to put kids in when it comes to all the sickness that's going on. You got to get this under control. Just kind of rotate the school year one time, and then offset it. It can be done, and it shouldn't be that complicated. But a lot of kids inside the classroom, that's when most people get sick. I mean, a lot of times it's just all the kids mixing with each other and coughing and sneezing and touching and grabbing, and what kids do. Can't stop that. Especially if you ain't around, then you come back to the house and this going on. Then they're saying they call it a hybrid, where you're doing some virtual schools, and then they was doing some going to classes and stuff like that. I'm like, well, if you're gonna go to class sometime, you're gonna might as well just go to class all the time because it only take one time, 1 instant, 1 second to get it. So it don't make no sense if you're going. It's either you all the way commit or you all the way commit left or you all the way commit right. It ain't like how we going for Democrats or the Republicans. Because like I feel like Ice Cube, just because you saying get Trump out of office, that don't mean I want to vote for Joe Biden. I mean, that don't just say, oh, you're going to do X, Y, and Z for me. No, I'm not a fan of trading in Donald Trump or blue Donald Trump. They're just more sharpened where he know what to say, how to say things, and do stuff behind his back where the American people won't know exactly what's going on. The only thing with Donald Trump, he is a person that just say things straight, blunt, and plain right in front of you, and he don't like to read nothing. He'll just come off the cuff and say what's on his mind and what's actually going on and how he feel about it. So that's more of like the Donald Trump lane. So when he say you something that's going on, when they talked about the Space Force and different things like this, you have to actually pay attention to him because a lot of these things is not just him just talking bullshit and just with the woo and just throwing shit in the air. A lot of things that Trump actually talk about is things that is actually going on, some of the stuff that he been told and briefed about. So I think about it in that fashion. And Trump is nothing but a puppet, like, you know what I'm saying, like the mask guy. So he don't really call the shots as people really think he is calling. I don't think no president really calls all the shots like that. You can even look and see they don't call the shots like how people say. What's good with it? I'm Stu P. What's happening with the homie? That's the homie right there, Stu, man. We be doing a lot of good things, man. Hey, how you doing out there? You know what I'm saying, on your end with these hurricanes go you know, heading in your situation. Okay, I haven't seen a Lovecraft yet. Is it pretty good? Because I might check it out. Yeah, because I was just running it. I was just running it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I might check it out. What is on? Because I be having all the type of stuff. Because I think I remember running across that too. The Lovecraft. I think that was on Netflix. I don't know. I'll find it. Yeah, I know they had changed up a lot of stuff. I know the thing about it is, hey, everybody rock with me. You know what I'm saying? If you up with me, we up with your cup, man. You know what I'm saying? Drink something out. It don't matter if it's water, orange juice, coffee. If it's 5 o'clock somewhere and you got and you got you a shot going on. Hey, regardless of the fact, you know what I'm saying? Toast some with your boy, hit that like button, and I'm gonna go repo up. You know what I'm saying? I'm from back. We drink community coffee down here. Don't get me wrong, Starbucks coffee is like crack cocaine. Because once you get a hit of that, you don't want to go back to nothing else. I can't lie. That Starbucks is the truth. But beside for that, community coffee is the #1 coffee in my pack. I'll be right back. Let me go re-up right quick. I'm still gonna be reading. I could be in the comment section. Oh, there it is. We up. I'm back. Yeah, you had a book. I'm gonna check it out and see what type of series it is. Is it a drama or what a type of show that look like it'll be like I'm about to say Suicide because I'm looking about the Suicide Squad. But is it like it's a suspense thriller? Yeah. Is it like a suspense thriller or comedy, action? Because I have the slightest. Man, I'll be watching our tapes and stuff on him. I was watching how 25 Smarks hacks how they was growing bananas inside of watermelons, inside of jalapeno peppers. And man, when I say people be coming up with some of the most creative things in the world. Okay, the Batman teeth. Man, hey, I'm really gonna go watch the DC fandom and see what they had going on because they have a lot of stuff that they're showing that's crazy. 15 things that you will see for the first time in your life. Okay, let's try to see what they got to say. Y'all ready to get to some more politics? Since okay, hold up. Let me look at the hurricane one more time. Let me see if they showed any changes in what's going on. Okay. That's gonna be a while. Yeah, it's gonna be a while. Okay, my mom was. Hey, my bad. That was my mama. You know what I'm saying? She was texting my mother or talk to her in a little while. She wanted, checking and making sure I'm probably straight. And I talked to her earlier. Matter of fact, I talked to her yesterday. I ain't talked to her today. I talked to her yesterday. Seeing if she had everything and stuff like that. So she said she was good. Went over there. Went to we had went store, whatever like that she needed to go to. So
He'd make some things awkward. There were upsides too. For instance, the roll call of delegates was done virtually this year, with states and territories finding novel ways to showcase themselves. Hawaii, for instance, rubbed their beaches in everyone's face. Pete Buttigieg showed off what I can only assume is his new social media startup, and the entire population of Montana turned up. But it was the state of Rhode Island that stole the whole show with this moment.
Rhode Island, the ocean state. Our state appetizer, calamari, is available in all 50 states.
Yeah, that was Rhode Island's Democratic Party chairman pledging delegates while standing next to a calamari ninja. And I had no idea that calamari was Rhode Island's official state appetizer. It might be the first thing I've learned about that state that I've actually liked, aside, of course, from the fact that it doesn't include the city of Danbury, Connecticut. Because I've said it before, and I'll say it again, fuck Danbury. Babies, elderly, pets, buildings, all of you can go fuck yourselves. Now, in terms of tone, the DNC spent the week steering hard toward the middle of the road because while, yes, there were brief appearances from stars like AOC and Stacey Abrams, a lot of time was given to Republicans like Meg Whitman, Colin Powell, and John Kasich, who delivered his remarks standing at a literal crossroads. And it's hard to convince progressive voters that you're a forward-looking party when your convention feels like a Zoom cast reunion, except the show is the 2008 RNC. Now, as for Biden, his nomination speech also played it safe, showcasing his warmth and his empathy. But while he name-checked broad goals like expanding childcare or ending racism, the speech was light on detail and heavy on lines like this.
This will determine what America is going to look like for a long, long time. Character is on the ballot. Compassion is on the ballot. Decency, science, democracy, they're all on the ballot.
Okay. Now, normally I'd point out that compassion and decency are not concrete policy agendas, but considering open authoritarianism is also on the ballot, sure, what the fuck, adequate versus evil, let's go. And I'm honestly not saying it's a mistake for the DNC to spend 4 days pointing out that Joe Biden's not Donald Trump. It's a very attractive...
Hold up. I was just saying, I'm not trading in a Donald Trump for no blue Donald Trump. And now you want to say they are not the same. Look, I'm doing the same hand gesture. Yo. Hold up. I got my pen too. Yo.
quality. But spending so much of their convention underscoring Trump's unfitness for office may have been redundant, given that Trump spent the entire week basically making that case for them by continuing to sow distrust of voting by mail, calling for a boycott of an American company that employs over 60,000 workers, and refusing to disavow the QAnon conspiracy theory. But as appalling and unsurprising as all of that is, the biggest news regarding Trump this week actually got buried, and it was this.
Tonight, the Republican-led Senate Intelligence Committee releasing its final report, declaring the 2016 Trump campaign had repeated contacts with Russian operatives.
Yeah, the Senate's report confirmed Trump's campaign was uncomfortably close to Russian intelligence. And it's something that we already knew, but it's still nice to have it in writing. Like when you...
Know what? That sounds good. Bam, right here. Playing it up now. Yeah,
this is an invitation to unmitigated power.
Where in the hell did I go wrong with you, boy? I told you to stay away from that damn place.
There's something here. Just trying to get out.
Everything is where and as it should be. From God to man to creature.
Damn.
We're surrounded by monsters. I'm doing this to protect us. You can't win this game. They setting up for you to play.
Oh, they got some futuristic.
This legacy belongs to our family.
We gotta face this new world.
Oh, I know her too. Where I been at?
This is our family story.
Wow. Oh. Wow, that's gonna be the truth. That's gonna be the truth. Okay, I'm fucking with that. That's a must see. That went from I want to watch that to that's a must see. I appreciate it. See, you run across everything. See, all in it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm speechless because see, I didn't even I heard about it. You know what I'm saying? I seen a picture, but I didn't see. I just seen the black people that was on the cover. On a picture, and I just kind of like, you know, hey, didn't really pay no mind to it. You know, I was gonna do this self. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it because I would have never thought to go check that out. Shit, yeah. Cause that's gonna be one of them shows where, like, if you haven't seen it on Netflix, it's called Project Power. The Jamie Foxx playing in. It's a good summer blockbuster movie. It's not the greatest. The plot was, you know, you take a pill, you get powers, and it lasts for a certain amount of time, and then the thing is, you could take the pill, and then it could blow you up. You know, it's not knowing if it's gonna work for you or whatever like that. You know, basically side effects. Same concept as Black Lightning when they talk about you know what I'm saying, green with a green light. I think that's what they call it. When taking green light. Same thing in this movie called Limitless, where you take this pill and it make your brain go to use to 100%. I'm guessing the same thing as that movie where I'm about to call it Angelina Jolie. Not Angelina, the girl, the new Angelina Jolie, the girl that played Black Widow, the way she played that movie there, and she, you know what I'm saying, she got one, she get hit with some stuff where she used all her brain power. Morgan Freeman, that Jamie Foxx movie, right? Yeah, exactly. That Jamie Foxx movie. That it's okay that the special effects, but you gotta you know what I'm saying, keep your expectations in check because it's a Netflix, you know what I'm saying, movie. So it ain't, you know what I'm saying, no super end-game blockbuster movie, but it was pretty decent. And the way the movie looked, I was, you know what I'm saying, pleasantly surprised that it was a decent movie that it had its own concept and its own, without a universe of something to back it that's already out there. So I do give them props for that. But the concept of take the pill and do this, they tried when they was trying to make it like it was almost groundbreaking to something brand new. Now, to be honest with you, I could have wrote that movie in a week by myself, word for word. I mean, and I ain't bragging. I'm just saying it was, but it was pretty good though, you know. for what it was. But this right here, yeah, that's on some Stephen King, Spielberg level of writing when it comes to all the shit that I seen. Like, I mean, I seen medieval times, look like I seen werewolf. They almost, I don't know if that was a zombie or when she was doing this show or whatever like that. You seen creatures, you seen the time look like they back in slavery time in the 60s and the 40s era. You seen the future when they were showing they were messing with this machine. It's like it kind of blew my mind. So that's a trailer that's like, wow. Yeah. Especially I ain't see on it's I ain't expect it. I ain't even expect it. Right, exactly. Like you talking about with the Jamie Foxx show with all that power, huh? Yeah. I enjoyed it just for what it was. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was something that worth a watch. Now I wouldn't say worth watching repeatedly or it having no fan cult behind it that's, you know what I'm saying, that's die hard for Project Power fans. I don't see that ever evolving. Like how they have some, you know, some movies like Money Heist. They have a die-hard fan base behind Money Heist and stuff like that. So I just don't see it with that. But whoa, man, that shit was crazy. I mean, like literally, like when they come out, I mean, I will be there watching it. Oh, another show. That's the show I need to go back and watch. The Boys season 2. I seen season 1. I haven't seen season 2. I'm gonna go check that out. They have a couple shows that was hitting that I recently had seen. I heard yeah, I'm with you on that one. It's like rinse, recycle, and repeat. Like they might reskin the characters or change the person, but you still see the same basic plot points as most movies. Like it's always be the same, and or if not that, it's like they everybody to use their brain. Well, they can't ain't nothing new concepts where you might get. They'll just remake the movie that been made over and over again. I'm surprised Jaws have not been remade yet. I'm like, you know what I'm saying, for the 2012, 2020, you know what I'm saying, in between that time period. I'm surprised Jaws haven't been remade yet. That is a big shocker. But, you know, they got all this other type of stuff where Mega, something shark, then they got these alligator movies. I seen one alligator movie. It was some heist. Hurricane Heist. Hey, that's crazy to talk about Hurricane Heist during a hurricane. Well, they was trying to rob this bank that was getting transported some stuff during this hurricane, and they had people that was getting caught, and then, you know, it was a typical survival horror movie, but it was pretty good though. I think it is out because I was hearing people talk about it. I haven't pulled it up to see it myself, but I know that's the next one that's because I didn't even heard they have trailers for season 3 that's already out there. So season 2 has to be out some way, form, or fashion. Because I don't know how they do with the Boys. I don't know if they drop the whole season at one time, you could binge it, or if they drop it, or if it's episodic where they drop out episode. But I haven't had the chance to see it, so I'm gonna go check it out and see, because it have to be out people that already talked about it, unless it's the people that's, you know what I'm saying, they see things beforehand and reviewers that, you know, they be able to talk about it like that. But if that's not the case scenario, I've been seeing everybody talk about it. So I've been avoiding because I haven't seen it. So I don't know if they got special privileges or not, but I'm gonna go check out The Boy, and hopefully it's out and you know, it's in the whole season and not just episodes. Because I ain't gonna say I wasn't a fan of the first one. When I watched it, I watched the whole season because they had so much stuff going on. I think they dropped the whole season, to be honest with you, if I'm not mistaken, because, you know, there's so many shows that be coming out that be, you know what I'm saying, hits like that you don't really know if it's, you know what I'm saying, if they dropped it episodically or a season, because you might not watched it when it first came out. You might have went back and caught up with it, and when you catching up with it, you binging. So you catching up with, you know what I'm saying, seasons if necessary. Like how you know, how they had some stuff like Walking Dead. I didn't see the first 3 seasons when it came out. It was already on season 4 when I jumped into the Walking Dead Yeah, there was on season 4 when I jumped into The Walking Dead, and I ended up binging from the first season all the way to season 4. And by the time I got to season 5, or it was season 4, season 5. It's been a while ago. I know when I got to that season, when I finished it, like a month or two later, or a couple months later, it was right around that same time period when they was introducing the new season. So I kind of like was able to keep the rotation going when it was out for that shows like that. So I'm more of a fan of, I watch a TV show when I get an opportunity to watch it. They have some stuff I want to be day one on, or when it first come out, so I, because I'm interested and want to talk about it. But most TV series, I'd be like in a binge it. That way I could get a whole overall of the arc and story. Because the story, when it be broken up from week to week sometimes, or you might have to do a hard recap because it might have had so much stuff going on, you'd have forgot. Like I said, Money Heist. If you'll watch I had to go back and watch season 1, 2, and 3 before I watched season 4. So I recapped everything and seen. I was like, oh, okay, that's what's up. And seeing everybody to season 4 and the finale of season 4. I ain't gonna spoil it. But man, it's a hell of a show. It's a hell of a show. But yeah, let's see what else. Cause man, hey, I'm a fuck with that show though. I mean, you really caught me with that one. You know what I'm saying? You learn something every day. New Marvel Studios, but no. Iron Man 3. Okay, I remember that was some Indiana Jones type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dilla. Dilla Gaming too. Salty is gaming. You know, he got some good content as well. If you're into video games and you know, saying hardware like the GPU, CPU, you know, saying running 120 frames per second or 60 frames per second, or you know, say if you're into stuff like that, CPU or computing power, you know, he's a good channel. Salty and Dilla, you know what I'm saying? They're two good channels to go check out that talks about that. And Runaway Dragon, he a tech person. You know what I'm saying? If you like video games and just like to hear a lot of good just comments about personal opinions and how you feel, and if you're an Xbox person or you're a PlayStation person, and you know what I'm saying, you like to you know what I'm saying, to go back and forth and stuff like that, and just speak about how you feel, check out the boy 100. He keep it live, you know what I'm saying? 100 keeps it live if you like that, you hear me? But Westworld I watched for the whole season though, to be over with. You been watch shit. I feel you. I ain't never watched Westworld because my cousin, he is victorious for spoiling. If you just recently watched something and I was about to start watching it and he just finished watching it, every time I would have said I'm watching him, he'd have been telling me something about it. So I was like, I don't want to watch it right now because of that. And he would, matter of fact, let me think about what movie this was. The Watchmen. On HBO, right? I was watching The Watchmen, and he told me, I don't know if you've seen it, but this ain't gonna spoil it for you. It spoiled it for me when he said it was a key word that he had said that made me realize what something was. Now, and he was like, no, this ain't gonna spoil it, this ain't gonna spoil it. Man, it's just such and such. And then when he said that, as soon as I turned it on, it did like this. I said, oh, that's such and such. Now I knew the whole thing, and I was like, damn, he just spoiled it for me. So, you know what I'm saying? I be trying to avoid, you know what I'm saying, like dodging, like Mike Tyson. Remember Mike Tyson Punch Out? If you don't remember Mike Tyson Punch Out, get hit by him one time. You'll never forget that lick. I don't care who you is. Everybody remember. If you play Mike Tyson Punch Out, you remember that lick. I think that was the hardest lick. Everybody, man, yeah, they love crab. I'm a fuck with it. James Gunn. But anyway, though, I'm gonna find some more stuff. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up because I'm gonna go find the live video with the DC fandom, and I'm gonna do a live reaction on that because I think it's like an hour presentation. So I'm probably gonna give me something else to drink. You know what I'm saying? You're welcome to join me. You know what I'm saying? Pull you up something to drink. You know, get your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, you know what I'm saying? Established, and we gonna and we gonna get ready to go up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is my third cup of coffee this morning. About the same cup. But I ain't gonna be like, I cheated a little bit. I let it get to about right here, and then I refilled it. Give me my itty bitty cup. Anyway, though, I'm over here rambling off because it's about the time. I'm gonna go ahead and get my stuff together because I want to see. I'm gonna find it because I ain't gonna be sitting here trying to look and search and y'all sitting here because I could do that. That is some hood shit, huh? Yeah. But I ain't gonna do it to it. But man, hey, that's what's up though. We'll rock out in a little while. I'm gonna get some stuff together. You gonna be ready? I'm with it. But shit, give me a few minutes. See, that's why you don't leave your door open. See, stuff like that, you get a fly running around your house, and now you got some critical shit going on. Matter of fact, let me go get the squatter. And death be upon him. He's somewhere he did not belong, so he got to go. Man, move. All right, I'll be back in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Hey, appreciate it though. We're gonna rock back out in a minute. Let me end this broadcast. All right, for sure. And I thought